गावे को साज करे तन खे. Saj means to create. So some are singing about its ability to create. Hukam is always creating. Tan khe, and making the body into ashes or dust. Tan means body. Khe means ashes or dust. So some are singing about how beautiful this hukam is, that it's always creating and always destroying. Nothing is permanent. So some sing about that aspect of hukam itself. So that's about the body. Some sing about, you can say, the Atma, the soul. Gaveh ko ji le phir de. Some sing about life, how life is given to us and taken away from us. So the first one was tan, about body, the creation and the destruction of the body. Some sing about how life is infused into the body and then how life leaves the body. It's this continuous cycle of birth and death. Some are singing about ji le phir de, takes life away, ji le, and then gives it back again. It's a continuous cycle. Gaveh ko jape disse dur. Jape here means to know. We talked about this when we talked about the meaning of the title of the Bani. Jap. Jap means to know. Some are singing knowing God to be far away. Jape disse dur. Disse, they see God. Jape, they know. Disse, they see. Dur, far away. They see this thing as far away. So these are the people who still haven't experienced this God. They're still singing about God's praises. They're still singing the praises of it. Even though they haven't known, because if you know the one, if you know hukam, if you understand this understanding, you'll never say that it's far away. How can it be far away when you're part of it? You and it are the same thing. But some people who still haven't had that experience, still haven't got that understanding, they still think God is far away. But they continue to sing its praises. But the other side of the coin is here. Gaveh ko vekhe hadra hadur. Some are singing that it is watching right now. It's here right now. It's vekhe, it's watching, it's observing, it's playing part of this game. And it's hadra hadur. So hadra hadur is a Persian term, meaning ever present. Ever present. It's here, it's now, it's here. It's right now, watching all of us. We are watching it and it is watching us. Kathana kathi na ave tot. So there are countless ways that people are singing. Kathana kathi na ave tot. Kathana means to speak. Kathi means the katha, the speech. So kathana means to speak. Kathi means the speech. So this speech, speaking this speech will never come to an end. Tot means tut, will not be broken. Na ave tot. This speech describing the praises of God can never stop. And describing the people who are praising God can never stop. How different people worship, there's no end to how you can describe these things. In fact, each and every one of us worships in our own way. Our relationship with the divine is individual to us. So each one of us has our own way. So if there's 7 billion people on the planet, that's 7 billion ways that people, beings are worshipping. And then Barney talks about how the planets are singing your praises and all of creation is singing your praises. Yeah? All the creatures are singing your praises. So each and every one of them is singing in a different way. The sun is singing the praises. The moon, its very way of living, is singing the praises. I think this is talking about that the ones who know, their style of worship is one of praise. Yeah? And rather than it being a story and a description, their very way of living becomes singing. Yeah? It's not about necessarily physically singing. It's talking about the very way that they live is praise. And praise is reverence, done in a song, done in a graceful way. Yeah? Because you can't sing praise to someone in a harsh way. So their whole way of living is a very, you can almost say that their lifestyle is very melodic. Katha kathi na ave tot. So if you come across religious scholars who are trying to describe God and explain everything about God, in description itself, you won't get to the final destination. We have a line in Gurbani that says, Galli jog na hoi. Just by speaking, you're not going to get into a state of union. Galli, by speaking, jog na hoi. You won't get into that yog, that yogic union. Yeah? So simply having vichar with people, that's not enough. Because your vichar will never end. And your vichar is always about thoughts and ideas, about debate. Singing is here and now. Praise is not interested in ideas and philosophies. Praise is simply just praise. So singing and doing vichar are two different things. Vichar will never end. Just imagine, if you try and describe the whole of the history of the universe from the beginning of the creation of the universe, before there was any universe, to the present moment, if you try and describe all of that, the minute you put your pen down, it's out of date. Because the next unfolding of the universe has already started. So you can never write this. You can never discuss this. There will never be a full description of this. Kathana kathi na ave tot. Can never be, this discussion can never come to an end. And none of the scriptures should be seen as a complete description. No religious text should be seen as something that's complete. Because the very idea of writing a complete description of God is being debunked here. It's being said very clearly that this is not something that can come to an end. And Gurbani says this again and again, Tera ant na paya. Yeah? Nobody can find your end. If every previous granth is trying to write the description of God, and Guru Nanak Dev Ji is admitting that you can't write a complete description of God, then why try and write a granth? Now there's a difference between Guru Granth Sahib Ji, because Guru Granth Sahib Ji is a book of songs. Guru Granth Sahib Ji isn't a complete description of God, because in Guru Granth Sahib Ji it says, Tera ant na paya. There is no way to write everything about you. It is a book of praise. It's a song book. And that's why singing, every single bit of writing has been assigned music to it. So sing this in this rag, sing it in this style, sing it at this time of day, sing it in this time of the year. If you're feeling happy, sing these songs. If you're feeling sad, sing these songs. So this is in line with this description, that singing is continuous, but description will never have an end. if you want to answer that question, maybe one way to think about it is Guru Granth Sahib Ji is the minimum that could have been written, not the maximum. It's just the starting point. Yeah? It's the minimum that the Gurus could write. At some point they had to come to an end, right? They had to say, okay, I feel this Granth is complete. Not because the description of God is complete, because everything that we can say can be said, now go sing it, now go do it, now practice it. Yeah? So Guru Granth Sahib Ji is almost the minimum, it's not the maximum, it's not complete. Because the whole description is covered actually in Ik Onkar. In one way, you can say that the whole of Ik Onkar is complete. Everything else is just the elaboration on that. Yeah?